Good evening, y'all. How are you doing tonight? Chuck, Black Watch, Dorinda, Patrick, Nathan, T Girl. So good to see all y'all. I'm up here alone right now. We'll see what happens. Kind of got some nerves going. Think Shane does too. Hey Jojo, good to see you. Hilarious too. Hi Shane.
I ain't got no nerves going on. I just was deleting a bunch of crap and yours popped up at the wrong time and I hit it too because they scroll up.
Oh, so
What?
you're capable of zapping things that you don't want to either.
Yes, I can nuke a channel too. Yes, I'm as good as you. I can nuke a channel. Have you got a response from Scott?
Not that I know of. Maybe I should look.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. I mean, just thinking something might have happened and Scott can't come say hello.
Not any new ones.
Okay. And you sent him the link.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe he's finishing up supper.
This late. That's kind of a late dinner.
That's how
But
we roll.
I'm gonna cuss. I mean, something's better than nothing, I guess.
I've got my pot of water boiling on this, or trying to get it to boil. Black Watch is at it.
Yeah, and I see Chuck in there.
Yes, and Chuck's been
Is
saying some things.
he on fire or what?
Yeah.
Yes, Chuck. It's usually there has been times it's been four. Uh,
Chuck, any special questions you have since you're here? I've written down a few
I hope you got more than a few.
that I'd like opinion on.
You're fixing to
Well,
talk. You're fixing. Hopefully, we're fixing to talk to one smart individual.
so have you heard why that name? Does it stand for something?
What's that?
SNAFU?
Yeah, it's an old word from the old military days, actually. And we'll have to ask him why he decided to use it. Because, yeah, that word come from World War II, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I can't remember the meaning. It's been too long since I looked at it. Chuck, okay. Read his comment.
Oh, okay. Got it. So that explains Chuck's comment way further up there.
And that may be spot on. But we can ask Scott when he shows up and see if he has the same answer. Because, like I said, that's an old World War II reference. And I couldn't figure it out for the life of me for a long time until I researched it and it's like, ah,
Oh, and that is a name that Chuck used to use. Part of it, I think. Foobar. Okay.
Yes, foobar is a very good word too, so you don't have to say bad words.
Well, anyone that has a problem with language might this might not be your place tonight. It's mm, I'm not gonna um
You're not going to restrict anybody tonight, Bonnie?
no, I'm no restrictions. We know the three words not allowed to say.
Yeah. Shane, Bonnie, and oh wait, no, wait, that's two of the wrong ones.
um Not linking. I'm That would be a good one. Uh,
Do I need to call him?
it's up to you.
He may be having issues. Let me say,
Yes, T girl.
let me shoot him a text.
And yes, Chuck, same. Hey, Camera Carl. How are you? Haven't seen you in a minute.
Holy cow!
I'm Deb.
Holy
What's wrong?
crap! My brother's sending me some stuff from why we're not getting our product from a particular place,
Oh,
and
okay. Yeah,
sorry,
Chuck. My favorite day is Friday.
sorry, I had to send something. Um, let me
Hi,
see.
Crystal.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay. Well, my mama got home from the hospital, so that's
What?
all good.
Okay. We'll see what he says. I just shot him a text instead of calling him,
Okay.
and now I've got
No, you are.
work issues. So, son,
Okay, ignore that for a little bit, unless it's immediate. Good girl. Good to see all y'all. Did y'all have a good day? It's been hot, but
uh, Bonnie resend it. He never got it.
whoops. Okay, we're gonna try again.
He said he never got it.
Hmm.
Yeah, he said he's been waiting.
Let's start. Okay, try again. Crystal, I'm sorry you've been sick.
Yeah, it's pollen season down here. Everything's in bloom, and granted, it's getting full bloomed, so we should be about out of it. But man, we get quotes every day that I get them on my phone that, pollen alert.
Yep.
So everybody's got a sniffly nose and a runny nose and a
T Girl will be keeping you in prayer. Still continue.
God.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'll be back.
Okay. Hey, Guardian. Good to see you. Yeah, my brother texted me that he was positive today. Yeah, he has a speaker connected to his phone and it gets loud. When he forgets to unplug. I muted my phone so it wouldn't do that. So, did y'all see any problems with the primaries? Just wondered. Hi, Gabe. Good to see you back. Um, I have not personally met anybody on here. We all just know each other from YouTube. Um, there was a group that met at Mount Rushmore last year, so they got to meet up, but we're working on another meetup. We just all found each other and we click. We are a family, and there's a whole bunch of other channels that are the same way. We're a community of YouTubers. Hey, Anna Marie, good to see you. So, what's the question about if I have questions to grasp it? Um, I was just wondering if there was one specific question you had, Chuck. I mean, I made a list to ask about, and we'll see what happens. And if there's time, maybe we can have you come up and ask yours. I know he's on a time limit.
Sorry.
Camo Carl. That's great.
Uh, did you resend it to him?
Yes, I did. Do you need to do it?
I
Or
don't. I don't know. I don't know.
let me try the other one because since it's maybe that's what the problem is, just regular email. But
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'd have to go. He emailed or he texted me his email because I didn't want to have to go look it up. But I could probably look it up and just,
hey, what happened? You need to go away. Collapse? No. What? I lost my stream. Okay, there y'all are. Is there a name for the group crew? Um,
Come on.
God Loving Patriots. There's no real name. The community. There you go. Hey, Gigi. I think I saw Deanna's name. All right,
Yeah.
y'all. Looks like our special guest has arrived.
Oh, is he here? Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Finally, Bonnie figured out how to send you a damn link. Shit,
I've been
I was
waiting
digging
for
it
a
up as
while.
you jumped in.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you've probably been to backstage like me for a half hour going, hello.
No,
Oh, I was just sitting here. I was like, I was waiting on this link. I thought, okay, well, I'll give them a couple minutes. And then I sat here and I was like, well, what are they going to do? I thought maybe y'all were just kind of holding up for a few minutes, or I had no idea. And I never had the link, so I couldn't do nothing. So I was just, and Shane, I was just fixing to text Shane, and I looked down, he's already texting me. I was like, cool. No, I don't have a link. I can't do nothing. Sorry.
Just,
I didn't
yeah,
realize I was sending it in Gmail. And then whenever I went to the regular email to send it, then it went through. I'm
Oh,
very sorry.
no, that's
yeah,
okay.
It's Bonnie.
Scott, you got to
Well,
be careful. Don't be in her chat because if she goes to hit a bot and you're anywhere close to a bot, she'll nuke the whole damn channel. She's,
we
she's,
get to blame Bonnie for everything. It's all Bonnie's fault.
It's
yes, she
okay.
is vicious.
I'm
If you
used
don't
to
like
it.
what's in the chat, she'll just nuke the whole thing.
I like target practice.
Yeah, but you got a huge target.
Well, we're all the gang's all here. So, what's on everybody's mind?
Well, I just really enjoy your show. And um, as you are another Texan, um, just really wanted to meet with you and speak. It's kind
No,
of hard in the chat and public comments, and I know there's a lot of others here that enjoy your talk show also. Chuck C is in the chat. He is also from Texas, and we're a little worried about Texas turning purple.
no, we're worried about the whole damn United States. Is what we're
Well,
worried about.
yes.
Oh yeah, and it's kind of up to everybody to make things happen. And I've kind of had a little bit of philosophy, because I'm pretty well kind of almost apolitical, basically. Even I support Trump on everything, but most of the Republicans are just crap, if you ask me. And so,
Yep.
and all these Democrats, we all know how we feel about them. But the the thing is, when these people get in power, nobody holds them accountable for anything. And so, for me, it's like, you know what? If they're all Democrats, that's just great because then we're just going to go after them and file criminal complaints on all of them that are, acting against the law. And so it doesn't really matter to me. Whoever's going to be corrupt, I don't care if they're on the right or left, they're going to get tagged. And so we
Well, here's
don't.
the thing. Here's the thing. The right or left, that is a BS situation. We're all mankind. We're all human. And there shouldn't be a right or left. There should be, okay, maybe 40 or 50 people up there. We're all going to have different opinions, but you don't have groups that can join together and pass dumbass laws that none of us want.
Right. And that's where it comes to holding these people accountable. I mean, nobody can't stand Bushes no more than me. And who do we have running in up for Attorney General? A Bush. I'm like, holy crap, man. This is just,
Oh
you know,
no.
oh, it's who are these idiots voting for these people? They're all paid off and they're all in their little clique, their little paradigm clique. And then, the left has their clique and all. And I agree, we're all Americans and everything. It's just that nobody holds any of these people accountable. And that's where we fall through the cracks on so much for so long till it's come to this position we're at now. So,
Definitely.
you
And
know, I'm all for you know, holding these people to the letter of the law. And most of them can't do it. So that's when, they need to be rousted out. It's just, you're gone. So,
They need to go to jail. They
yeah,
need to go to
well,
prison.
criminal complaints will do that if we had a system that would make it happen. But it has to have the the willpower of the people. I mean, years back in 17 when I was fighting a lot of this whole system, basically seemed like by myself. I had a couple people that were helping and giving me some insight and on how to do things, but one person by themselves, I'm not going to say one person can't make a difference because they can, but just imagine if you had 1,000 people or 10,000 people doing the same thing, moving in the same direction. They can't ignore it then like they do one person. So it takes a cohesive group of people that understand and know the laws and things like that and understand how to hold these people accountable. When people get that way, you're empowered because once you have that knowledge, they can't take it away from you. I mean, that's just pure and simple at that point. So, but I don't want to just kind of beat the drum on that. I do that all the time. So we'll talk about whatever you want real quick.
is that constitutional law that you go by?
Well, sure.
Okay.
And actually, what we're doing is, because they all operate on statutes, right? Well, that's okay. Nobody's ever read the statutes. Well, I have. And I tell you what, when you read them, then you can start really flipping the script on them and saying, hey, you're supposed to be doing this and you're supposed to be doing this. And it basically goes to due process and anything that they do to violate the rules and procedures violates your due process. And a due process violation is against the law, period, in the story. So, like I say, I don't want to just talk about law all the time because I do that plenty enough. So,
Oh, I know.
Well, let me say this. If D Dog shows up tonight in the chat while he's on, send him a damn link. I
Okay.
think I think Snafu and D Dog need to meet. Snafu D Dog is very fluent, very fluent in the laws and the Constitution. He is a constitutionalist, and he teaches other people the Constitution, even his sheriffs and judges. So I really want you to meet him. I think you and him would have a real conversation. I think that would be impressive.
okay.
And I could learn a lot from that too, because I learn a lot from him. And he's kind of like me and you. We get on the phone. Hell, it may take 2, 3, 4 hours on the phone. Well, man, him's the same damn way. We may be on there. We've been out on the phone for up to 5 hours. And it's like, okay, dude, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm doing shit.
But
I'm
even
over it out. My brain can't handle that much information all at once. Whether they say that the old saying is your brain can only absorb what the ass can endure. And I'm going to tell you, he can wear you out with laws and information. It is just, I think it'd be phenomenal for you two to get together and have a conversation on a live, like on here or whatever. I think it would be impressive as hell.
We'll have to check. I just did a show with Dr. Jim Willie. He's a PhD in statistics and all that stuff. He's down in Costa Rica. And it was a really good show. We were on for about an hour and 40 minutes. Then after we ended, we talked for about another hour. And he was like, man, he goes, I really like you. I want to come back on. And I said, you got anytime you feel like it, you want to come back on. If anybody hasn't heard that, y'all ought to go listen to it because mass arrests are real. And we're just not going to ever see a lot of this stuff, so which makes it hard. But
they hide every damn thing from us, man.
Well, I know. So it's ridiculous. But anyhow, Bonnie, nice to meet you. And Shane, yeah, shut up. I'm just kidding.
Thank you.
I had to lighten the mood up a little bit. I couldn't take it.
Sorry. I'll shut up for a minute. Y'all go ahead.
He's good at going off, and I appreciate that sometimes because I'm a nervous wreck. I'll admit that. But I have been wanting to talk to you because we are in the same state, and it is an important state. I can see where they are hitting Florida hard, Texas hard, the big states that have always been predominantly one-sided. And so, yes, that's a concern. And then we have this little thing going on down at the border. Little thing.
Yeah.
And what you were saying about the AG, I really hate to see Paxton go. I really like Paxton. He's one of them that will answer his phone, from what I understand. And just kind of feeling a little hopeless here. Chuck was saying, constitutional, yes, but it seems to take a long time. So everybody's kind of like, what can we do now? And I keep telling everybody to vote. Please do not vote, because if we don't, we're just handing it over. So we have to vote. But you see our choices for governor.
I know.
And I like Abbott, but I feel that he could have done a whole lot more. I like Donald J. Trump, but I feel like he could have done a little more too. Do you disagree with that?
Well, it's kind of hard to say. I mean, honestly, I actually think Trump allowed this to happen, and because the system's been broken for a very long time.
Yes.
You can go back, to the hanging Chad type situation with Baby Bush, So what has been going on with these? Well, we can't really talk about it because you won't like it. They'll strike your channel. So, but I think Trump allowed this to happen. The old saying is "falling on the sword," and so he fell on the sword to expose a lot of things that were going on that if he had won the election, you would never know any of this that's going on right now. You would have never known it because everybody would have got complacent again. Our guy won, it's going to all be fixed. Everybody's relying on Trump. And and kind of gets complacent and just goes back to the drinking tea, sitting on the porch, and everything's just fine. Well, it's not, you know. And now it's exposing that all the everything that has been going on and the lack of people's willingness to hold them accountable. And a lot of it's just a lack of information as well. And not having the information is been, well, you can see, how misinformation and disinformation is basically flooding the zone right now.
Yes.
And they do that because any type of good information just gets swallowed up in a sea of crap. And so you can't find that good information. But people didn't realize all this was going on. And it's been exposed. I mean, you're talking decades and decades of corruption all being exposed in a couple of years. So, kind of from a timeline point of view, it's pretty accelerated, and there's a whole lot more to come. I mean, we're just getting at the beginning stages of a lot of it. Now you're seeing, the Durham case going, and tons of people are flipping now, and they're
Yes.
turning state's evidence. Well, how many more of those people will start doing the same thing? They're doing everything they can to save their hides because they're looking at long prison sentences, if not, worse. So there's going to be a whole lot more that's going to start coming out, and it's just like everything else. You're seeing alignments in political parties that they're a uniparty, and that's it's not really a right or left party anymore. It's a uniparty, and people really didn't have that perception. Oh, we're on the right, or we're on the left. Da, 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 da. No, you're part of a uniparty, just that they compartmentalized everybody into little groups and sections. That's why they like to divide everybody up. Hate this
Yes.
person, hate that person. It don't matter. Just, they're not on our team, so they're bad. But you wouldn't have known how many political figures, pundits, fake news, all the way down from, mainstream to talk radio here in Dallas. And I hear them and I call them out all the time because I know they're propagandizing people and they got blood on their hands, especially when it comes to this whole Ukraine thing. So, but you wouldn't have never figured that out because had Trump won, everybody would have just gone back to sleep.
Yes.
Uh,
Ukraine, the 13 Afghan, the a whole bunch of things on their hands. And it's become like the cabal against we the people. We're
Exactly.
just the slaves here to them. We're nothing.
Exactly.
We're expendable.
Bonnie, I hate to change the subject for 2 seconds.
Go right ahead.
We have D-Dog in our chat.
Okay.
Drop it, but don't let nobody but him up.
Yes, sir.
Loud to anybody but him. No, because I want to hear the conversation because these two gentlemen are stupid smart, and I love hearing them. So I would like for you to drop it, and let's see what if he. Hopefully he'll come up. Hopefully he's not busy. Sometimes he's on 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6 Zooms. Oh, he's
Yeah.
on a Zoom. Yeah, he's on a Zoom. Never mind. But no, as soon as he gets off, if he'll let us know, I will. I would like for him to come up if SNAFU's still here because these two gentlemen, the information that will come out of these two and the conversation will blow your mind.
Oh, I know. It doesn't take much to blow my mind. um,
Oh, good sneeze will blow my mind. So
one
Chuck,
of my,
Chuck, hang on. I wasn't trying to be rude, Chuck. I was trying to be very nice.
well, um, one of my favorite that you did was you. One of your listeners was complaining about having to watch the squiggly line. That was the funniest thing I ever heard, and I love Fridays.
everybody loves the Friday show. If I don't do a Friday show, I'll literally will get almost like hate emails. Like, where's my Friday show? You need to get over here and do a show. I'm like, okay, relax, man. Jeez, I got things to do too. So, but no, everybody really likes it, and it's a good kind of way to kind of put people, because I like to make fun of things and bring a little bit of humor to, I mean, because some of it's pretty dark, right? So
Yes,
I'll find a way to make it funny, because of the stupidity of it all. And that's kind of it's almost like a release valve for a lot of people. And so many people want to say what I'm saying, and for whatever reason, either their job or whatever, they can't. And so hearing somebody say the kind of things that I'll talk about really makes them feel like they're not insane. There are other people that think this way and are not bashful about telling it. And so it's a great release valve for people that are pent up and want to say it or wish they had the ability to say it or whatever. So it does work out really well for a lot of people. And I've been encouraged, many, many times, please don't stop the Friday show.
no, don't stop it. So, what do you do to relax?
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm pretty well wound up most of the day. And in the evening times, I'm usually kind of starting to run out of gas. So that's why I'm lights out at 10 o'clock. I'm in bed. I'm up early in the morning, and I'm doing all my junk and all that stuff. So I got to go fishing. One of the listeners invited me to go fishing. I went out there, and man, I was catching some fish. I was out fishing him, man.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Oh, I'm an avid fisherman and a hunter. So, and I got another guy invited me up to a lease up in East Texas. So I'll probably get to do a little bow hunting this year. And I haven't done any for so long. It was quite refreshing to kind of get out and get back into doing some of the things I would like to have more time to do. So, but
Yes, that
Do
I'm
you do you do much bow fishing?
no, I've never done any bow fishing.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of it. I've never done it. Because I'm from Oklahoma, so we're kind of redneck hillbillies. We don't know shit up here. So, but no, I've seen a lot of it, and it looks fun as hell. And I know a lot of people that do it. Yeah, it looks fun as hell.
Yeah, you would have to be in clearer streams, and hell, everything around here is like muddy as hell. So
yes.
I don't think it worked too well around here.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't even see into the water, much less through the water around here.
Yeah, so in places where you had clean running streams, yeah, that would be easily something you could do. But here, man, you better throw a bobber out there and hope for the best.
Yeah, hope for a mud cat for something for dinner.
What's your favorite lake?
Oh, Lake Texoma is a really nice lake, and
Yes.
I like Lake of the Pines. That's a really good little lake out there in East Texas. Um, and there's a couple of little smaller lakes around here that are all right. So, and then I live right next to Lake Ray Hubbard. I mean, I'm only
Oh, okay.
like 2 miles from Ray Hubbard, so I could walk over there if I wanted to. But it's okay. There's some good striper fishing in there, but you got to have a boat to kind of go out there, and we used to troll for them back in the
Yeah.
day. So, but that's about it.
I haven't been to too many lakes up there. Um, Corsicana, uh, Richland Chamber Lake went out in it. I think they have bass tournaments there, and then Lake LBJ.
Mm.
I don't
I
know if you ever get to the hill country, but it's beautiful here.
I've been down to Lake Nasworthy, and I want to tell you that is one gorgeous lake.
Hmm.
And they got one over by Lubbock. It's Buffalo Lake, I think it's called Buffalo Canyon, and I don't remember. But man, it is gorgeous there. They are some gorgeous lakes. But that was the only two down in Texas I've been to. Now they say there's one over by Amarillo. I can't remember the name of it right offhand, but they say it is. I think it's just on the north side of Amarillo. But they say that is one beautiful little lake.
Hmm.
It's not huge, but it ain't small by no means. I mean, you can jet ski, you can boat, you can do whatever you want. But yeah, they say that one's beautiful. I've just never been there.
I
I've
mean,
never been in the Panhandle.
I've been passed through it. I I seen it at 8 miles an hour.
Yeah, yeah. I blinked, it was gone.
That's about the most I got out of it.
Yeah.
So, what kind of questions do you have for me?
There you go, Bonnie. I
I
told you.
know. uh, okay, we talked about turning purple and all that. The border, Constitution. So, what do you think about this 5G and who is responsible for that? And is there anything that can be done?
You know, this is a real interesting topic. And I was listening to a couple of engineers. Now, this was about 2 years ago, maybe, roughly something like that. We'll just for a rough time frame. And a lot of people were coming out about all the 5G and blah 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 blah. And I was like, oh, so started looking into it. Well, I was listening to a couple of these engineers, and they were talking about how that the transmission of 5G is transmitted in a sawtooth waveform, and that all they have to do is go in there and turn it into a sinusoidal waveform, which is the typical waveform that looks really smooth, like goes up and down in waves.
Hmm.
And see, the thing about the sawtooth waveform, it's disruptive to your cell tissue. And so that's why you'll hear people talking about how it'll cook you like being stuck in a microwave or something. But if it was in a sinusoidal form, it's actually has no deleterious effect on living tissue, because we have waveforms in the air all the time. We have AM, FM going through the air, all kinds of stuff. I mean, if you could take some type of meter that could measure weight, or what would be a good way to describe it? Like waveforms that are electromagnetic waves or something. I don't I'm kind of having a brain lapse about how to call it. But anyhow, you can measure. We're swimming in a sea of electromagnetism right now. So if but they're all transmitted in a sinusoidal waveform. They're not in a sawtooth waveform. So if they come in there and they flip the switch and change the way the transmission is, then it should not be that bad for people. It's not supposed to have harm to living tissue. That's what these engineers were saying. And what was really strange is after that interview, they disappeared, never heard from them again. It's like they just poofed right off the internet. And that interview was missing too down the road, and you couldn't go back and reference it and try to pick up on some more material that they were talking about. So is that true? I don't know. I'm not there. I don't know what they're if it's being if they're sending the transmission in a sine waveform or a sawtooth waveform. But let's just take them at face value. Yes, that was intended to be put out as a weapon in a sawtooth waveform, but the white hats could come in there, flip it, and make it sinusoidal, and now it doesn't have that bad. It don't have a deleterious effect on living tissue. So,
Exactly. And that's what I had heard, that the wall that Trump was building at the border was actually to counteract the dangerous rays of that.
well, that it has a very short. That's why they were talking about they had to put those poles like every thousand. We'll just say like every 1,000 yards, just for a reference. Because the strength of the waveform was not that strong, and that's why you hear people saying they can actually make their house into a Faraday cage by putting screen up over their windows. It's the same reason why they took lead out of lead paint, because the lead would naturally block it.
Oh, wow.
They want to say, oh, everybody's getting lead poisoning. Well, how many people do you see eating lead chip paint? I mean, they ain't got a steady diet of it. So we're lied to about everything. Why not that? And now you can see, why they would do it now, knowing this about, because they were basically taking the lead out of paint before they rolled out the 5G.
Yes.
So you knew ahead of time.
And that's what I've heard. If you put up metal, so if screens are
Screen will do it too.
thin metal.
No, all you just need is regular just screen, like screen on a screen door.
Wow. Okay.
Well, it's got to be a certain screen. It can't be the aluminum screen because it attracts it. It has to be if I'm not mistaken, now you may tell me I'm wrong, and I may be, but if I'm not mistaken, it is the sun blocking screen you get. It's a fiber, and it's real cheap. You can buy it
by the roll.
Oh yeah, I bought. It's a 4-foot roll. It's 100 some feet long, and that's what my screen in porch is put in with. And I still got 90% of the damn roll left.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, that's probably the best you could do, because if it's a sun blocker and a UV blocker, it can probably block some other things too.
I would agree. So, yes, that's the answer to your question as best I know it at this time.
And it could also just be another attempt to create fear.
Well, true.
We don't know.
No, not by our government. There can't be no way.
They love you. They wouldn't do that.
Yes. We're here to help.
Could you gentlemen excuse me for just one moment?
Go right ahead.
Thank you. Shane, you got to take over.
Okay, I'm here.
Thank you.
Now you're in trouble, Scott.
Oh, damn. Now I'm left with Shane.
I'm not going to beat you up, dude. we've been talking for too damn long. I'm not gonna beat you up.
Well,
Hey,
go ahead.
why don't do this? Since we didn't get to do this at the first, why don't you do this real quick? Why don't you give an introduction and tell everybody who you are in case there's some people that don't know you, and then
Oh,
you could mention, you could mention some of the things that you promote,
sure.
which Miles Franklin.
Hmm.
Why don't you give us a rundown of who you are?
Well, my name is Scott Richardson. I live in Dallas, Texas, actually a suburb called Garland. Grew up here, native Texan, born in Dallas. So lived here all my life, except for some of the times when I've traveled. Um, I had a little short stint in the Air Force. Then, as soon as I got out of that, I went to breaking and training horses for about 5 or 6 years. And then the horse industry started going down. I was kind of off and on doing construction. I just went back to construction and started doing construction more and more and became a general contractor until '08, and that took me out. And I started going into a couple of different areas and learning some different things, and then wound up going into Medicare, and now I'm a licensed Medicare broker in Texas, and I have my own little agency. It's just me. And then I've been doing YouTube since 2013, and then in 2015, well, about 20, well, it was around 2013, 2014. I started looking at the law because a cop gave me a ticket for walking on in the street on a dead end road one day, and it pissed me off so bad. I was like, "Man, let me look. This is just not right." And then, so I started diving off into looking at the law and stuff, and it opened up a whole can of worms. And for the next 4 years, I just devoted a lot of time to really studying law and learning how to write legal briefs and things like that as I got better at it, and doing information requests and all this other type of stuff, and finding out, you know, their authority, officers' authority, the district attorney's authority, and the judge's authority. And man, the more I found out, the more I was really wondering what in the hell is going on here. And so after about 2015, I was still pretty green at learning some stuff, but I knew what I was talking about. I couldn't articulate it as well as I can now. And so I got pulled over one day in 2015 by a cop over in Addison. It's on a Saturday morning. And so I started questioning the cop. About 4 minutes later, he smashes my window out and takes me to jail. Well, I was videoing it, and the video, I put it up on YouTube, and about a month later, it blows up and goes viral. And so I was like, oh, wow. Well, so I was doing a lot with that. And then 2018 is when because I've been doing YouTube videos, I would actually do videos and sit out in front of like one of the courthouses and read in a lawsuit with the courthouse behind me saying, yeah, I'm following this. I just followed this. And I would read it. And in about 2017, I started telling people, it's like, look, they're going to ban my channel, and I know it's coming. Well, in 2018, January 2018, they did. They banned my channel and struck it and took me off YouTube. Now, this was 3 or 4 months before they started going after the bigger channels like Alex Jones and all these other top channels. And nobody really seen this before. And because YouTube was pretty well the Wild West, especially around 2015. I mean, videos could go viral and you just like wake up the next day and be 500,000 views. And I was like, holy smoke. And so they struck the channel in 2018. And I've been doing this for like 5 years. And I was like, I'm just going to sit on the sidelines.
Because there's usually a side
So anyhow,
Go.
yeah. And so anyhow, after they banned the channel, I just went dark for about 3 years. Well, I had some of the subscribers. They're like, create a backup channel. Everybody's doing this backup channel thing. And I was like, so I did one, but I wasn't really into it that much at the time. I was like, I just stopped. So I didn't do anything for 3 years. And then when Trump got banned off Twitter, I took one of my original accounts. It's a long story, but so I reactivated one of my original accounts and renamed it back to SNAFU Radio because a lot of people knew that and knew this logo and stuff. And then I started back up again, and I guess it took a lot of people by surprise because they never knew of me or seen anything before, and it really started. It blew up. I mean, it went from like having 25 subscribers to 80,000 subscribers in about 3 or 4 days, which was really amazing to me. I was like, holy crap. And I had videos that I was pumping out that were getting 300,000 views per video. And I was like, man, this is nuts here. And a lot of people really liked some of the stuff that I was talking about. And then YouTube finally caught up with me and they gave me a strike. And then they shut me down for about a day. And then they shut it down for a week. And I've had all kinds of strikes. And I already knew the game pretty well. And I actually thought about about a month or so ago that they gave me 2 strikes. And I said, well, hell, all they got to do is give me one more strike and they'll scrub the whole channel smooth off YouTube. But something strange happened and that never happened. So I'm still here. And I think that I'm pretty certain there's some very powerful people that are listening to the channel. And they're allowing some of the information to get out. Of course, I have to be kind of careful on some of the things I say because I know where the hot buttons are, and basically talking about anything that is related to C19 or what happened on 11/3. Those things are off limits to talk about. And what was really funny is I got that backup channel, SNAFU Radio 2. And so one day YouTube sent an email how they're updating their terms of, what you can't say, basically. It's like, okay, here's a new list of what you can't say. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to read this. And I did. And I read it into a video. And it was talking about 11/3 and what was going on with all that. And I read their terms of service verbatim, not ad-libbing and going all, having fun, joking about it. I was just reading it verbatim. But people knew that I was being pretty sarcastic just in the tone. And they struck that video of me reading their own terms of service. I was like, how 1984 can we get, So
Yeah, I remember that video. That was it was funny, but it wasn't. I was pissed. But yet it was funny.
Yeah.
It's like, let's talk about some hypocrites. Here we go.
It was
Yeah,
it was the epitome of hypocrisy at that point. And so I knew, it's like, okay, well, these are still a little hot button issues here for them. You can't even read their own terms of service without getting your channel struck. And I was kind of laughing because it was a backup channel. I was like, well, it's down for a week, so I guess I'll just sit around and just, and they're so squirrely, I was like, well, hell, I'll just take a week off, because they'll try to even say if you're using another channel after they struck one channel and you go on to another channel, they'll get that gives them a reason to strike that channel too. So it's like, well, I don't need any more reasons for y'all to strike anything. So I'll just sit down and be quiet for about a week. And that's just basically what happens. But for a year and a half now, my channel has not grown at all. But it's not because people aren't listening, it's because they're getting unsubscribed all the time. And I have people come back to me and say, hey, I had to search you back up again. I had to resubscribe. And I've got people that are like pretty tech savvy, and they're telling me all the time. They say, you just don't know how hard they're having to shadow ban your channel to keep it from getting out, and it's still getting out. But he said they several people said they're shadow banning you so hard, it is, you just have no idea. How do they come to those conclusions? I'm not sure, but I've heard it from several people. So it's just kind of funny.
It's
But
oh my God, it's yeah. We've been through it. We've been through all that commercial crap. And
oh yeah,
yeah, they
Yeah.
just they don't like the right. Sorry, they don't like the right. They are left leaning. Uh, they're not even moderate. They're left leaning extremists. These
uh,
people are just plumb nuts because
they
they
don't.
beat up. They don't listen to nothing you put out. They just want to ban everything you put out.
Well, they don't like the truth because it counteracts their narrative. And look how
Yeah.
hard they have to work to pump this information into the soft heads of the American people and cram it down their throat, not daily, but every waking minute you turn on anything. It is straight up propaganda, 100% all the time. And when somebody comes out and starts busting the narrative and shows the chinks in their armor, they can't handle it. They lose it because these are power freaks. They want to control everything, including your thoughts.
Yes.
Good luck with that one. I can't even control my thoughts. What the hell do they think they can control them with?
Right, but it's a mass perception. You've been hearing the term for a while now, mass psychosis. I mean, look
Oh
at
yeah.
people that are still driving around in their cars with a diaper on their face. No
Oh,
Yeah.
reason.
it's sad.
Right. But this goes to show that brainwashing works. And this is a psychological operation that they are running in real time and monitoring in real time to see how effective or ineffective it is. Just like the blowback on that disinformation governance board that just got put on a pause today because people were coming out and finding out how that Jankowicz lady was all kinds of nefarious and doing all kinds of other weird stuff. And so it's exposing these people, and they can't control it. The internet is they've lost control. That's the only reason they have to censor everybody that comes out and starts speaking truth. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's it's a sad day. I'm sorry, Bonnie. Go ahead. You're back on, so go ahead, honey.
It's all right. We do get in trouble for speaking any truth, and um, so this was created just kind of like for everybody to come unwind after all the day of news, and like you're just sitting around a campfire talking.
mhm.
And um, sometimes
This
it
fire's
does.
burning hotter and hotter every day.
Sometimes it does get um, a little heated. People are frustrated, and so and they want to be heard, and I'm open to that. A lot of times I'll have quite a few people on panel, and sometimes it gets hard with the delays talking over each other and stuff, but and some people are a little more sensitive than others. Uh, and I know you're really restraining yourself, and I appreciate that, but you don't have to. You can say it like it is.
Yeah, no, just like I say, kind of getting in the evening time like this, I kind of mellow out and lose steam. You catch me in the mornings, I'm wound up like I ate
Yes.
that clock. So, I'm just kind of just going through the motions right now. And so if I don't sound quite as peppy or up, you'll know why. So,
Yeah, you've had a long day, I'm sure.
mhm.
I'm tired, but I really appreciate you allowing us this time to speak with you and get some of your thoughts on things.
Well, I
Well,
appreciate it. Like I said, you're pretty brave for allowing me to come on. So
I think you're brave
Anytime.
for coming on. I
kudos.
think D-Dog was about ready to come on 10 minutes ago. He said 10, 15 minutes he'd be ready. So I don't know.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I'm
okay.
hoping I'm hoping he's ready because man, that would be a phenomenal conversation.
Well, there's always next time. I mean, the guy's
Oh
busy and
yeah,
all that
absolutely.
stuff, so it's not that big of a deal. Well, there'll be more times to do something for sure. So I'll be.
Well,
Awesome.
I don't mind coming back on. Again, we'll have a little chat or anything. So uh,
no, and that's
That
awesome.
is much
And I love
appreciated.
that. I
sure,
love that. I love that you're willing to, you know, help people out.
sure.
Even if it's a word, just a word or some conversation. I really enjoy that. And that's why me and you let me have a smoke and I can come up. So I don't know. He's going to have a cigarette and then he's going to come up.
Well,
So if you
I'm
get a few
gonna.
minutes, he
I'm
will be here.
Yeah, I'm fixing to fade on out. So I was planning on being done by 9 o'clock because I got a couple
Oh,
of
I
okay.
understand.
I do have a couple of things I need to knock out before I go to bed real quick. So
Okay. Well, we'll catch it next time. Yeah,
yeah,
we'll catch
next
it
time
next
we'll
time.
get it
Well,
timed
good.
up and we'll get the link on time and
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good luck with that with Bonnie.
I'm sorry, but you are
oh,
welcome anytime.
oh well, thank you. I appreciate that. So it would
Yeah,
be
hey, if you don't got a link to Bonnie's, just jump on her channel, subscribe to her, and then jump on her channel. And a lot of times she'll post it, and you can
oh,
just jump on.
okay.
Yeah,
Well,
just
Yeah.
so if you're bored and you want something to do, she posts it a lot of times. So she's getting a little less about it because due to some of the crap that's going on with all the bots and trolls, but she does post it. So no, yeah, you need to get over here anytime you can, man.
sure,
If you get bored, get on over here, man. Get
sure.
over here.
Like I say, in the evening
Yeah.
times, I'm generally kind of winding down a little bit. So it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just, man, I'm kind of I get a little brain fried because shoot, I did, that show today, and then doing stuff with my
Yes.
job and everything, and then all the other stuff that's going on. So it's that's why I record my shows. Generally, I do most of mine around 8 or 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, and then set it up to go on at 7 a.m. the next day. I'm like, good, I'm already finished for the next day. And so I stay kind of ahead on stuff like that. And that's the way I can keep, a lot of irons in the fire, all kind of keep them all burning. So,
Bonnie, he's
Mhm.
asking for the link. D-Dog is.
Ah, cool.
Only allow him in. I know. Snafu's got to leave here directly, but even a couple of minutes, these two gentlemen together would be phenomenal.
well, we'll just
There you
kind
go,
of,
D-Dog.
we can just kind of introduce ourselves and chat. But like I say, I really am
There
kind of
you go.
getting ready to fade on out for this evening. So I don't want to sit here and say I'm going to hang out for a while because that's a lie. I'm not.
No, and I understand that. Hell, we all understand that, man. I'm the same damn way. It's like when I'm done, I'm done. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm I don't jack around.
Well, if anybody that's never heard of me before wants to go to my channel, it's SNAFU Radio on YouTube. I noticed y'all put a link in there and stuff. And I'm also a silver broker, gold and silver broker with Miles Franklin. So if anybody has any questions, they can email me at scott@milesfranklin.com. But other than that, I'm not going to sit here and talk about that much longer. But I see your guest D-Dog has arrived. How you doing, sir?
Sir was my dad's name.
Oh, well, I was just out of respect, so I don't want you to feel bad.
Yeah, let's respect the old guy. I get it.
Well, to a degree, you don't have to take it like that.
No, he's
Well-
pulling your leg.
I'm just playing
He's
with
good
you,
at
Scott.
Okay.
that.
D-Dog is a prankster. So you've got to watch him.
I
See,
survived.
look, I survived eating paint chips.
Were
and
those
it's usually
lead paint chips?
lead paint chips. It's
Yeah, they
usually
were.
lead-
I pulled that avatar up just because I heard you getting on and on about paint chips.
Yeah, that was a good one. Nice little lick there. So where are
I
you
think
at?
we all have. Sorry.
I'm in Michigan, where we have that wonderful governor, Gretchen Hitler.
Oh yeah, Hitler. Yeah, I've heard of her. Yeah.
Jawohl.
Jawohl. There's a lot of questions about her. Is she really female?
Well, she's got to have great big old brass balls to take away people's seed for doing gardening and shit at the beginning of this fake runny nose thing.
That was an unprecedented move if I ever heard. I was like, wow.
Yep, and the day that they said that, I went up to Home Depot, and I couldn't get spray paint, but they had caution tape and a big X over it, and when I grabbed it, it still stayed in my hand. And then when I went over to the seed and lifted up the bag that was over the seed display, the seeds came out of the little display and stayed in my hand. I went to self-checkout and it scanned, and I paid for it, and I left with it.
Right. So much for all that.
Right.
Do it. So, well, I hate to cut and run on y'all, but I wanted to stick around and say hi to you. I ain't gonna call you sir, so, but I just wanted to say hi and be friendly, and then fall out.
Hey, Scott,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and Devil Dog's
you
got
did
a
that
channel.
surfing again.
It's a Texas thing, man. You're gonna have to get used to it.
No, I don't.
On.
I dropped my number in private chat. If you want to talk, just give me a call.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Oh, I got it. I'll write that down. I'll send you mine.
Plan a 2-hour call.
Yeah, I know.
At least.
Yeah,
Go
I
to
think
those
me and
bad
D-Dog or
ones.
me Me and SNAFU, yeah, it's 2 to 5 hours. You're on the phone.
It's
We get
time just flies on these things. I mean, next thing you know, you look up, it's a couple hours in. And I was like, holy crap, man. What I gotta do stuff. I gotta get off here.
trust me. I get on with Hugh or D Dog and on the phone even, and it's like I don't know what was that one night. D Dog was what 5 hours.
5.5 hours.
Yeah, I'm like, son, I gotta go to bed. I'm out of here. And me and Snafu's been on the phone. I know there's been at least once that's been over 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, I gave Shane so much information that he had brain overload, and he was just sitting there drooling on himself.
No,
Well, hell,
yeah.
I thought that's how he always was.
Yeah. Boy. Now I got another one. All right, here we go. And I've got about 4 in the chat that love to beat me up too. So it's all good. I don't care. I don't care.
It's Appreciation Day.
Yeah. Depreciate or appreciate?
Yeah, Shane, don't worry, I won't tell him nothing about the green tights.
Oh, son.
Or the yellow.
Really? You had to go there, didn't you?
Yes.
Snafu, if you don't know that joke, it's everybody wants me to wear green tights and become Elf on the Shelf. And D-Dog
It's
likes
all
to
Mike
play
and
the...
Tammy's fault.
That is a mental picture. I'm mentally scarred now.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell, I even threw up in my own mouth.
I keep saying, not on my channel.
Yeah, just go ahead and throw up, scratch your eyes out, and you'll be fine.
Oh my goodness. That's a mental image.
I didn't need glasses until I pictured that.
Hey,
My
Scott.
retina's right out.
Hey, Scott. Welcome
Yes,
to Bonnie.
Hey, it's all good.
Yeah, we all come here to laugh and giggle, and trust me, D-Dog can damn sure drag out the giggles. But when it gets serious, that boy knows his shit.
This is the way D-Dog walks into a courtroom. His t-shirt always has a message.
I didn't want to come.
And yes, I was in court today. 2 different cases, 2 different judges.
Oh my.
Awesome.
Yeah, last time I went to a court case over in this little old town called Rockwall, I was wearing my Hillary for Prison shirt.
Nice.
I love it.
Yeah, they already kind of knew. It's like, oh, we got one here. I was like, oh, it gets better.
Yeah, let me get excited. I'll show you one better.
Yeah, this gets better.
You know, and that's Dallas is with it. I don't know what y'all are doing up there, but it seems that Dallas is really stepping up to the plate. I think I'm too close to Austin. Austin is definitely not.
Oh, yeah.
Austin's red or blue, isn't it?
Yeah. The city is.
Yeah, it's not even purple, it's blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's blue in Austin. Well, they say it is.
Yep, California blue.
Yeah, it's blue. Trust me. I've been there. I lived down around Austin about 10 years ago now. Oh, shoot. It was back in 2008. So I guess it's been longer than that.
Okay.
But yeah, it went down there. It was just starting to really get kind of weird. And that's their saying, keep Austin weird.
Yes.
And that succeeded.
Yes.
They're overachievers. Let's put it
I was going to say they're overachievers down there.
So, yeah, unfortunately, Austin is a shithole.
This is true.
Well, I'm in Michigan. We got Detroit.
Oh, well, Okay, you got bragging rights.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a bigger shithole than you, doesn't he?
Can't
Yeah,
touch
that's
that one.
bragging right there.
Can't touch that one. So,
Queen for a day.
Oh my God, Black Watch, quit! Once again, I'm getting beat
Well,
up again.
Scott, we hate to see you go, but I know that you need to, and I really appreciate the time that you spend here. And
well, it was
please
nice.
come back.
It was nice meeting you, Bonnie. Nice meeting you, D-Dog. And oh, it's always a privilege, Shane.
Oh my God, I don't think we've ever had a bad time.
No, I mean, if I didn't give you crap, it means I didn't like you.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you, I must have a lot of people like me because man,
Oh,
I get a lot of.
you got a fan base bigger than you ever knew.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Hey,
I'm seeing
Scott,
that
you
'cause
you just made it so I have to rethink my whole life because as much shit as I give Shane, that means I'm in love with him. So I got to rethink this.
Yeah. See, now you're having second thoughts. Now, okay.
Yeah, pretty sure.
All right.
I just keep telling him he keeps getting a big head.
That's all his fans pumping up his ego. It's okay.
I don't want an ego. I don't want fans. I just like to visit. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Well, I'm gonna cut it off here, and I'm gonna let y'all go. I got to do a couple things before I turn into a pumpkin. So,
All right. You have a really good night.
all right,
Thank you
y'all
very
take
much.
care. Nice to meet everybody. I'm sure we'll be doing this again.
Oh, I'm pretty
Hey,
sure
I
we
hope
will
so.
be.
Yeah, Scott. One quick question.
Sure.
What's your favorite flavor of Pop-Tart?
Cherry.
Yeah, I like the virgin Pop-Tarts too.
I do too. They're great.
Yeah, that and purple are my two favorite.
Yep.
I knew that was coming. Oh, God, I knew that was coming.
All right. Well, y'all have a
You
good evening.
opened up a new door. SNAFU.
Oh man. Well, I'll tell you what. All right. Well, y'all have a good evening, and we'll talk again. And just stay frosty. Donald Trump's a fucking genius.
There you go.
Awesome.
I knew that was coming. I knew
I
that
love
was
it.
coming. All right, now we can open it up, Bonnie. If
Well,
you
that
want
was
to.
fun.
Bonnie, I give you what you requested. So
Thank you, Shane.
I didn't.
Dankeschön.
Donkey Shane. Great.
Donkey Shane.
Yeah, Donkey Shane.
This is good. We didn't have Bonnie picking on
Jackass
Shane now.
Shane is what she's saying. Jackass Shane.
To what? He does. To attack Shane now.
Yeah, y'all can beat me up all you want. I don't care.
Did you want me to drop the link? Or
Do what?
what were you asking me to do?
I don't know. D-Dog distracted me.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I mean, you can do whatever you want if you want to drop the link. Just be very careful of who we let up. Do too.
As usual.
Yeah, do
Don't hit
too.
anyone with that link when you drop it. You don't want to knock anyone out.
Yeah, well,
I'm going to try not to.
yeah. Bonnie hit the wrong damn button.
Excuse me.
She's going to delete half the damn chat.
So you've been doing okay, D-Dog?
Yeah.
Good.
Yep, and making our elected servants cry a little bit.
Good. Good.
I love it.
Yeah,
I don't
both
want to
these
hear.
cases that I had to deal with today were just bullshit. And in the first courtroom, I walked in. The judge was talking to some other people, and I said, "I'm here in the matter having to do with such and such case, um, and I'm here to pick up a claim or affidavit signed under penalty of perjury of harm to another." And the prosecutor said they didn't have one. I said, "You have 21 days to comply and give me one, or else this case is dismissed." And then I walked out, and the judge was screaming something about contempt and having to come back and all that other stuff. While I was going down to the other court, and I pulled the same thing there, and that judge was screaming the same garbage too. And then I came home.
That is awesome. Oh my goodness. I want half of your knowledge and your
Happy.
guts.
Yep. I got the guts. I just don't have the knowledge he does. And it's not that I'm not trying to learn. Yeah, I just don't. I've got the guts. Trust me. I got a set of brass.
I'm
You catch
learning.
me.
It's just so much is taking up my brain space right now with my mom's health and trying to get to where I can get this on the market June 1st, and it's just been crazy busy. And but once all that's settled, boy, I want to hit it hard. And uh,
I'm a
I may
multitasker. I'm
need
not
a
happy.
consultant. What?
Sorry. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I may need to hire a consultant.
I can
Hint,
probably
For what?
hint.
request one. Yeah, I can't guarantee they would do it, but
I
there's
can't
only
either.
one. There's only one I would recommend.
For a lawsuit. I
Oh,
think you would
lawsuits
have
are
fun with
easy.
it, actually.
You just have to properly word and file your claim. And you can
Yes.
actually make the U.S. government the plaintiff on a civil case going after a company. So the U.S. government pays for your trial of another
Oh,
company, and then you get reimbursed for your time and everything else because you set an appearance fee for every time that you appear as a man or a woman.
Sorry,
cool.
Lisa. I apologize for stepping on Bonnie's toes. Everybody knows I'm the first one that'll protect Bonnie. So, yes, I apologize, Lisa. Sorry.
Lisa's a little firecracker, isn't she?
Everyone's kicking Shane today. Bad Shane.
Hello, Dorinda.
Oh,
Hello. That guest was very, very interesting. Thank you, Bonnie and Shane.
Thank you. Yep, I've been wanting to talk to him because he is in Texas, and he's he is the little story that he was telling at the end about the traffic stop, and he kind of actually created a new law in Texas because of that whole
Nice.
thing. It can happen if people just stand up for their rights. Shane's all talked out. Okay, he's muted.
No, I got scolded by Lisa, so I had to sit back and think a minute and regroup. I don't, I don't
Well,
like being
we don't
scolded.
want to
We,
sorry, we don't want to see Shane jumping all over Shane for interrupting Bonnie. Because that
And
would be just too goddamn comical.
I normally don't. Every once in a while I do, and I normally don't. I apologize. I'm usually the one that's blowing a damn gasket when someone does step on her toes. So I apologize.
Well, it would
It
still be funny to see you going after yourself, Shane. Like, think about it.
To do what?
placing your tail.
Yeah, I do that. I do that every day.
And it happens. We've all been guilty of speaking over each other, and um, sometimes it gets a little carried away, and that's why I set that where if you've got a little too much to drink, you probably shouldn't be on panel. And
Oops.
Yeah, shit. I've had a lot of water. I better go.
no, please don't.
It's good to see you, D Dog.
It's good
Yeah.
seeing you too. Only if you had your lights on, though.
They are on. Ah,
They are. Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
Yay,
they
they're
are.
on.
I always turn my lights on before I come on to Bonnie's.
Yeah. My youngest daughter, she has 90 some of those stupid little white deer that you plug in for Christmas. So we have a whole herd in our front yard. And yesterday, one of my neighbors says, "Do you think you need that many deer for Christmas?" I go, "No, I can use half as many and I'll just start using some now." And he goes, "That'd be stupid." So there's 10 of them outside that are on in my front yard right now.
That is awesome.
That is
Yeah, but,
awesome.
yeah, but you need to figure out how you could eat the other 10 and fill up your freezer.
We have a few people like that. We had a lady here. She put something out on her front porch, and it's a little bitty front porch, one of those entryway that's like the size of the doorway coming out. And she put one little thing out there, and a neighbor kept complaining, and then she started leaving letters on her porch. So every day, this lady with the porch would add something to it just to get back at the neighbor that was complaining. And it was on a like a neighbor page in our community, and everybody was agging it on. Every day she would post a picture, and we were just, it was a good time. We were telling her, okay, add this. It ended up, it came out down the steps and kind of out the sidewalk, and but it looked nice. It never did look gaudy or anything, but she got her point across. We had some people complaining about flying the American flag in on the other side of the town by me. Well, the whole fence was covered with flags and poles, and
Hey, Snooks. Awesome.
if somebody tells us not to do something, it kind of gets overdone. The opposite.
Yeah, I love it when people give me an ultimatum. I'm going to definitely pick the answer they don't want.
Yeah.
Yes.
I promise. I've seen me do it.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
And
I'm the
that's what
same.
I keep saying. I don't call myself a Republican or a Democrat. We're the rebels. We're the ones that didn't follow the rules. I can start now.
Well, I'm starting my own party.
Yeah, that's what I'm wanting to do.
Yep, it's capital F, little a, capital Q, and that's my party.
F you.
Fuck you.
That's a good party right there. I think I'd have to join that one.
And every time I sign an affidavit, I get big joy. So my party is a fun party.
I'm going to answer this. Ship Kicker Pappy Two Bears said that he went on and it walked him through it, and right away he was right in it. It was very
It's closed
easy.
today. Sorry, Bonnie.
It's what?
I went to it this morning and it's closed.
It was closed?
Yeah, you couldn't sign up for anything. It said unavailable.
I wonder if it's because you're Canadian.
Maybe.
It may be, yeah, because you're out of country.
Yeah. Well, that was one of the last I said it should be fine, but it wouldn't let me on. So I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll wait.
Well, that was one of the things that I was going to do today, but I was a nervous wreck for some reason.
Hey,
So
don't let her get away with that excuse. She asked for it. And she got what she asked for.
yes,
I
I
know.
did. And then when it came down to it, I was like, oh my. Oh, okay, Ship Kicker. Understood. Hi, Snooks. 22. TH2. Lisa. If I didn't say hi to everybody, hello, y'all. I was trying to think of questions because I ran out, and I'm kind of glad he ran out of steam because I was. I'll think of more. Y'all
Like
gotta
I
help
said,
me.
you asked for it,
I know.
so
And
you got it.
he may just want to come and hang out and kick back.
Oh yeah, he loves it. He loves it. It's just we you have we have to get him early because by 9:30 he's done because he goes to bed at 10.
Do I smell what I think I smell?
You broke up a little bit. Uh-oh.
Are
Yeah,
the
Chip,
top?
I couldn't get anything to download it. All it said, the part at the top said
You
closed,
tasted it.
temporarily closed. So I don't know what that was about. So I just kind of left.
Thank
I
you.
didn't know where to go either. So
Yeah, well, they've been having so much traffic, they may have introduced extra servers to it and had to shut down for an upgrade.
Yes.
Yeah, and that may be very true. I've heard, I was told today that they get it up and running for PCs now and droids, which they didn't have up until now. They didn't think it'd be up for a week. They already got it up and running, but I just got to go over and try to see if I can get on.
How much is that?
Lots.
$1 million.
Yeah,
Okay,
the fuck you party only accepts silver coin.
Thank you.
Canadian Patriot. Who's Jason Canning?
That's the second time today I've seen that name.
Somebody in our parliament, probably, but I don't know who.
Now I know why D-Dog and Shane get along so well.
Why?
I saw that laugh, that giggle when I was innocently talking.
I know nothing.
Me either.
Well, me and D-Dog get along so good because he's smarter than me, and I kind of suck his ass trying to get information out of him, and he likes that. But I can't believe he's doing one thing right now because I have never seen you have a cigarette in the house.
It's not.
Oh, okay. And somebody's got something in front of the damn screen so we can't see it.
Sorry.
You're all right.
It's electric.
Is it one of those e-cigarettes?
No.
Yes. Well,
Yes, no,
it's electric.
somebody make up their mind.
It's an electric, right?
Yeah, this
You
company
tried that.
isn't around anymore, but they had the strongest nicotine for their little filter packs.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I was going to say, I've never seen you do that before. And I was like, the hell? He must have made his little sitting room a smoking room now.
Nope.
Okay.
Here comes Blackwatch.
Oh,
Hello.
no.
I just came up as an impartial referee in this match. Somebody ordered a referee.
I don't know who the hell that would be. We was duking it out pretty good ourselves. We didn't need a referee. Especially one that's going to beat me up. The damn referee's going to beat me up worse than my opponent.
You caught it because I was going to come up with a good one. But I will hold my tongue because Victor isn't here.
I haven't seen Victor yet.
No, I know.
Is,
Dorinda was
okay.
on one blade and he was on the other blade of the ceiling fan. Dorinda got down.
I'm sneaky like that.
Oh my goodness. So D-Dog, how do you think it's looking with the elections?
Well,
Same as always?
It's going to be train wreck.
Yep.
But
That's
there's
what I'm
going to be
seeing.
a lot more people volunteering to keep bullshit at bay.
Yes.
It's going to be a shit show waiting to happen. I can
Yep,
promise.
and there's going to be people there that are going to be there to instigate fights. And if a conservative gets into it, then all of us will be guilty of it.
Oh, yeah. We'll all go to jail. We're all guilty. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see some. I see some trouble on the horizon for some reason. I see a lot of trouble on the horizon, and we're all going to be. All the conservatives going to be blamed for it, and we're not conservatives.
Yep.
We're American nationalists.
Yeah,
Just
yes, you
trying
did,
to.
Canadian. Sorry, Shane.
No, you're fine. You're fine. We're just American nationalists, just trying to get through this damn mess that they created, and it's going to get nasty And I have a feeling we're going to see some things and some uprisings we really don't want to see. There's something just telling me that we're in trouble, guys. Not whether we're directly involved or not, but no, we're going to have to listen to it and see it.
Yeah.
Well, all I know is that I'm the leader of the Fuck You party, and there's only
Yeah.
one member, and I'm not going to cause any trouble. So I'll be fine.
Cool.
Send me
So
send me an application, D Dog. I want to join that damn party.
I actually think it'd be funny to actually bring up another political party and call it that.
Oh,
yes.
absolutely. Can you imagine what would happen to our society? Half would turn on its
Just
head, the other half would just blow up with stupidity. Well,
Well,
never mind. They already knew that.
the lefty lunatics will never understand what it actually means. They'll try to look at
just for
FA
shits
in the periodic table.
Yeah, they need to look it up in the D Dog dictionary, and they'll figure it out right quick.
Yeah.
See,
See,
look,
everybody wants to be a member.
yeah, everybody wants to join, so I think you're going to have to put out a flyer and applications, and
Yeah, but so
yeah.
far 2 Canadians are interested, and you, Shane. So I got 2 Canadians and 1 American.
you're
Wait,
you're
over
screwed.
here, 2 Americans.
I bet Bonnie would join it too. I guarantee
Yes,
if you
I
sent out an
would.
application like that, there would probably be. Uh-oh, Lisa's cussing me again. Okay, I got to calm down.
Yeah,
Shift
but
Kicker wants to
okay,
join.
if we're going to do this party thing, we're going to have to do it for 2 countries. So we're going to have FAQ, fuck you, for America, and then FAQ2 for Canada. You know, fuck you too.
There you go.
I join.
Can I join? You can be the leader.
Dorinda would be a good one. Yeah.
Do we get one of
Dog.
those? Do we get one of those purple crayon finger things? You know, you put on your hand with the big purple finger. Do we?
What, for the fuck you rallies?
Yeah.
Do you know how much fun it'll be to hear the news trying to broadcast something on this?
Yeah.
Okay, I
That'll
like
be
Gigi's
definitely.
comments.
That would be quite
Yeah.
comical.
Getting interviewed on national TV. So what party are you the member of or the leader of? Fuck you. No, serious, what party is it? Fuck you.
Don't forget too.
Well, that's for you guys.
So, back to one of Chuck's questions. And did I already ask this? J6, are they just on their own because of where they're at, or is there any hope for them?
Well, they're on their own because of where they're at, and they
Yeah.
didn't timely assert their rights. They can still assert their rights. It's just going to be a little harder now.
Okay. We got all kinds of
You started
Different
something in the
names.
chat, that's for sure. You stirred up the chat, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a
Oh,
good
there's
idea to have Scott back so he can ask what parties we belong to.
Canadian Patriots in the two.
Yeah. Okay, I'll start putting
Oh,
together stuff for that. I'll see what I have to do to actually start a political party.
I think it'll be overwhelming and it'll take over. I really do.
I could see that happening. Uh, if everybody, if we started spreading it around, yep.
I can hear the leading question on Scott's next broadcast. What is the Home Depot?
Yeah, as far
No,
as
he's a
HOTS
pretty
goes, I'm
smart man.
trying to figure out why Tucker is blocking all types of cool shit.
Hello. Hello. He's not one of us.
That doesn't make sense.
What doesn't make sense?
Heard
Devil
this
dog, what do
one.
you think the chances are Scott's got your number on speed dial now?
I don't know. I can't even tell you how many phone calls I get every day. Yeah, between my regular phone and then I have 5 other phones that are all Wi-Fi phones. It's just
Oops.
nuts during the day here.
I can picture him on his desk trying to do the notes for the next show. I can't think. Damn that guy, I can't think.
Uh-oh. You got storms, Bruce?
The International Covenant, you have to do the research for Canada, because for me to actually get the document, I have to go through the House notes to get the reference of what they accepted out of it. So you're going to have to check and see what Parliament accepted out of it.
Excuse me.
It's okay, we didn't smell it.
Cedar is crazy right now. Looking off the hill at my mom's, it is white over it's like a fog sitting on the trees. The cedar pollen is so bad. Hey, Freedom, hello. Good to see you.
Is your mom in tonight's chat as a moderator? Just wondering.
I'm sorry?
Is your mother in tonight's chat as a moderator?
No.
Oh.
No, she doesn't know about this. The only family that knows about this are the girls that are right here. And I think I might have told 2 of my grandsons. Just to try to get them to listen to something educational. But they're under 18, so they probably couldn't get in.
No.
Educational.
Unless they were
This
on a
is
gaming system.
educational. Yeah, they're in trouble if they come here to listen to
Sometimes,
something educational.
Well,
sometimes it is.
That's
You're gonna
smart.
know that, Bonnie. You're gonna know if your grandbabies got on your channel because they're gonna start signing stuff with capital F, little A,
Here it
capital
comes.
Q.
I can hear the two little types now. What party do you belong to? Oh, boy.
Well, they're in high school, so I guess it'd be expel time.
Yeah, in high school, I got in a lot of trouble. No, middle school. What, sixth, seventh grade for using the word fire truck with the short version. And the principal, as my punishment, wanted me to write a 1,000 word essay on that word. So 10,000 words later, I handed him that essay and he went through it. And then I got sent back down to his office for using the F word, and it was okay.
Wow. So you've just been doing this all your life.
Well, they tell you can't do nothing, but you can. They're wrong.
Yep.
We've all known it. We just haven't. We just make ourselves oblivious to it when it doesn't pertain to us. But then when it starts pertaining to us, we start to pay attention. And that's where we're at today.
Hey, Deanna.
Shh.
You want
Bonnie,
to come
if we're
up,
real quiet,
Deanna?
maybe she'll think we left.
Oh, okay. I
Okay.
was fixing to see if she wanted to come up.
Who's that?
Just playing with you, Dee.
Yeah, bring Dee up because she can tell you about her fire that she had at a meeting.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would be cool.
Yeah,
yeah.
I've got to step away for a second. I've got to make a phone call. I think I pissed somebody off. I want to call them.
Uh-oh.
Yep, that's probably a good idea, Shane. I know who you're talking about. Tell him I said
Chuck.
hi.
Yeah, it was Chuck C. Apparently got
Yeah.
moved.
Well, I
I need
wasn't
to.
gonna put you on spot.
No, I need to. I'm not going to hide nothing. I never do, guys. So I need to
What do you
step
mean,
away.
no, Deanna? Please. If
Get
I
your
say
ass up
pretty
here, lady.
please.
Anyway,
Okay, there you
I'll be
go.
right.
Or
I'll be
that.
right back.
Okay. Deanna Hardwick. Well, he just left and everything.
Just so you know, Shane, Victor and I broke out the first aid kit. We'll fix you up.
And Gigi, Shane's not always in trouble. Part of the day he sleeps.
You don't have to show your face. Oh. Are you seeing Canadian Patriot? Or do I need to pull it up?
I see it.
Okay.
The groups I know in Canada, I don't think they're expanding, but I can ask them. And the constitution they're putting together is fire, and their Declaration of Independence is fire,
Oops.
and their resolution, their writing for separation from the Queen is fire.
Hello.
Ah!
Hi, Dee.
Ah,
Oh, Dee.
threatened
It's
to
good to
show
see
me
you.
his junk next time he gets on camera because I said, I want to see your shirt. You haven't been showing your shirt. The next time I'll show you from the pants down. What did it say? Sorry I'm late. Didn't mean to come. Yeah. Yeah, I could wear that yesterday. For sure.
Well, it was a court shirt.
Yeah.
Deanna, do you have a YouTube on?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
Got it. Oh, it's Bruce Looney
Whoops.
Woonies.
Guess he jumped back down to.
So, D, you gonna tell everyone about the fun you had?
No, I wanted
Yeah.
to show everyone on the city council when it comes out, and it didn't do anything yet. So I'd rather brag when I get a judge removed. But small victory, no victory there. It just sent it. Just gave him a notice. That's all. And
Whoops.
it'll be an affidavit next time. I'm working on my charges with my head. I want silver dollars.
There we go.
Yeah, that's going to be some work. But I'm willing to. Hi, Brenda. I've been thinking about you for 2 days, girl. I'm gonna hit you up. I didn't forget about you.
Yeah, I'm just laying here in the dark.
For maladministration, that's what it's for. And I found a video Dave Jose did on it, so I actually didn't have to watch the video, but it was helpful because I just did that affidavit and I had to condense it down for the 3 minutes they let us have. Because if I read that whole thing, it probably would have taken 10 minutes. And I probably couldn't handle reading that whole thing anyway, just without getting tongue-tied with article this and section that. Blah, blah, blah. So all that goes, a lot of that went away. But it was good. I'll be excited to share it and watch it when they publish that meeting. But they're just spending money and still fraudulent. So until they actually get removed, it doesn't feel like much of like D-Dog's victories. I didn't get no judges removed yet, but how are you, Bruce?
Okay, just sitting here in the dark, lost power.
Yeah, I see that. You're in the
10
dark.
minutes ago.
Oh. Got a backup internet or something? Or are you on your phone?
On my phone, going through the cell tower.
What the heck is
My router's down in the house and TV and computer still works with the battery, but no router to get on the internet. I can hook my phone to it.
Wow.
It would eat my battery in it, and I'd have to plug it into the computer, and it would take out the battery.
It's still light out where I'm at. Is it still light out for anybody else? How is it in Texas? Is it dark?
Well, we lost
Michigan.
our light. Our daylight went away about 8 o'clock, 8:30 here central. I don't know about Bonnie, but probably pretty close.
It's 10 after 8 and it's still bright out here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 10 after 10 here.
Hi, Shift Kicker. 10 after 10 there, too.
10 after 11 here. It's dark.
10 after 11. Oh, you're way late. No work tomorrow for you?
No.
You're off on Thursdays.
Well, this Thursday.
Oh, you're working tomorrow? Oh.
No, I'm not working tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow.
Oh, good. Hi, Cindy. Yeah, the hard part's going to be the affidavit now. The notice was easy because the affidavit mamas did all the work. I didn't have to do anything but cut and paste, So now I have to do the work of. I'm going to go through all my pictures from COVID started in March 2020, and starting with having to be pushed away from my daughter at the hospital. That'll be the first thing that I'm charging them with. There's they're still doing that to people. They're still keeping people from their loved ones unless they have this or. Of course, you have to do that. And D Dog said, don't even try to fight that. But you have to be tested or take the thing, or that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Is anybody else's
Yeah.
hospital doing that where you live, Bonnie? Do they do that, or is Canada like that?
Canada, you need
What?
to wear a mask at the hospital.
Well,
And
yeah,
have
but
it on-
do you have to take a V or get a test to see your loved one?
Yeah. Well, they don't let you see your loved
In
one.
the hospital
Uh-huh.
They don't
and
let you see
not
your
here.
loved ones here.
All you have to do here is put on a
Face diaper,
yeah,
and you could get in.
and then yeah, because my mother just got out of the hospital, and my granddaughter went up, and that's all she had to do.
Well, that's great. Yeah. I remember Ms. Blue Moon said it was like that in Oklahoma, and her doctors didn't push the jab on her. There's places where it's just like totally normal. You're like, wow, that's amazing. Must be nice to
Yep.
just have normal land around,
Yes. My brother in California, he messaged me today and said he just tested positive. So he's stuck at home. He works for the state.
I don't know why
And
people are
he's
getting those tests. I mean, my gosh, they don't realize they're sticking poison up their nose by now. That nurse investigator on Stand Up Humble's homepage, or maybe it's on the injections page. I don't know. She's on one of those pages. Somebody was telling me
honey,
today they're taking them.
he's done everything asked of him. The whole hokey and everything. Yes.
That sucks.
And it really shocks me
Place.
because he's very conservative, I thought. I don't know. I guess I don't know.
Where does he live? LA down south, or what?
Petaluma.
Oh, Petaluma. Oh yeah, that's only Petaluma's only 4 hours south of me. It's
Yeah, I knew it was pretty close.
Yeah, it's pretty close. I had, in fact, my auntie and uncle who just moved up here. He had a really beautiful house in Petaluma. He was a DEA agent. He used to do polygraph testing and stuff. He used to work in Istanbul, and I would have hated him if I was in my 20s and 30s, and I knew what the kind of stuff he was doing, But
Istanbul, Turkey?
Turkey, yeah. He married a German aunt. My auntie's German from Germany. Real short lady, She's like not even 5 feet. And I just found out yesterday after I got out of the meeting, I went to stop and eat. And then right when I was getting done, my uncle called me to tell me that auntie's cancer's back, all metastasized all over her. And they want to just go back to Fallbrook. They have a beautiful home in Fallbrook, and they just moved up here like 3 weeks ago. And her son came from North Carolina and moved all their stuff. You know what I mean? And just like got them here, and they're gonna take her back down and let her go home. But I told my that Rick Simpson oil, I'll make it for her, and I sent her that video that I watched and shared today about it. It was really good. I never watched it before.
Yeah. I have a cousin that lives in Istanbul, and my father lived at right outside of a military base there for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they loved it over there, but I don't know. And my cousin has cancer.
I got my lights back.
Oh yeah, you are now, aren't you? Look at you all special electricity over there.
Yeah, I'll just wait for the internet to come up and I'll jump on the computer.
Oh, yeah.
Are you watching something else, Bruce?
Do what?
Are you watching something else?
No, my internet needs to reboot on the router.
Okay.
No,
Heard something in the
that's my
background.
radio in the background. There's something going on up here. I don't know what it is yet. Might not know.
Oh, like a scam.
Do a lot on the phone.
Where'd D-Dog go?
Muted.
I don't know. You came up and he hid.
No.
Did
I asked
Reach up and tickle his foot.
what the hell? I should have asked him. I did. All I could think of was the third question, and I didn't want to talk about my thing because I just don't feel like it's that big of a deal yet. You know, it was a big deal to go, and I feel really good about doing it. But I'll feel better when it's an affidavit. You know what I mean? The notice is like, big deal. You fuckers are getting a claim, and I can't wait. No apologies. Sorry though if it offends you that I cussed. But yeah, no, I'm done with them. I'm so mad, and they're just like they want to take the building permits from 79 cents a square foot to $4.79 a square foot. Everything they're doing is designed to hurt wealthy. You're not gonna be able to. Who's got their echo on? Is that you, Bruce? You're kind of a troublemaker, Bruce. Like a real pain in the ass right now. Seriously, what is going on with you, dude?
Bonnie, you're cracking.
Unmuted the mic.
Fix your shit,
Okay,
Bruce.
I'm gonna mute. I'll be right back.
Okay. I muted today when I was sharing that show, and then it muted the sound of the video too. So we were watching it for a few minutes, so then I had to rewind it. Luckily, I told them in the beginning, look, here's the link. You probably should just go watch it. But I'm going to watch it right now, so if you want to hang out with me, you can. But I'm not going to do it on YouTube. So Patrick Kelly hung out with me and watched that video, which was cool. And Facebook said there was a few lurkers, but nobody really said anything but Patrick. So, and I was on Twitch too, but I know YouTube still might, because he did say a couple words right before I took it off, but whatever, you know, if it could save a life, it would be worth the channel, wouldn't it? It sure would. It sure would. More people dying from the flu than the woohoo. How do they even know? I mean, nowadays it's like, that's why I can't believe people are taking tests to tell themselves if they're being sick or not. Like, are we really? That's where we're at right now. That's what we have to do now. You have to take a fucking test to tell you if you're sick or not.
You should see how many. You should see how many fucking people at Walmart take those free tests home with them.
Oh my gosh, I can't even stand the thought of how stupid we are. We're so stupid. It's embarrassing. Like, the turkeys are going to be smarter than us soon.
But how many people have done it to see if it was flu, strep, stuff like that? I mean, it's been being done.
You know, it's like you're sick. Does it really matter? Right. Is your treatment going to change that much?
Supposedly it requires a different antibiotic for each whatever.
Which they don't even really hardly give you. You have to fight for the Z-Pack around here.
But did you know the estimate is worldwide before all this? 4 million die every year from the flu.
No.
Yep. That's what it used to be every year.
Well,
Well, I mean,
go back and look. Let me say this, Deanna, and then I'll let you speak.
I'm done,
I
honey.
apologize.
No, go ahead. You didn't interrupt me, Shane.
Um, if you'll look at 2015 through 2022, there has been no more deaths than what there has been every year.
Mhm.
And so if you look at the statistics, it's been a bullshit lie ever since. And I'm not going to, I can't say it on here, but it's a bullshit lie. So I'm going to leave it there. But go look at the
It
statistics
is.
from 2015 till now.
That's right, it is. Hey, was there a massive arrest today? They're like, the headline is mass arrest, mass arrest. Did I miss something? Is there a mass arrest going on somewhere?
Someone said there was. But once again, I can't mention it on here because I don't want to get Bonnie pulled down. But yes, there has been some things going on that have been, and now granted, it's not going to be enough to hinder or help, but it is. There is some things going on.
Okay. Did SNAFU? I missed a lot of the show. What did he say? Anything? Did he have some poppin' news?
Uh, SNAFU's always got interesting information.
Yeah, it's different. I haven't listened in a
Yes.
while. I do see his memes every day and like a lot of them and comment on them. He's got the best memes. I've been known to swipe one or two of them and for my streams. Like I'm stealing that. I'm taking
Hey,
that.
you know, like I said, we just have to look around and we have to do a little research ourselves. And people get lazy, and that's the problem. Is people are lazy. So yes, we've got to do a little looking around. But yes, there was a few things mentioned today that, like I said, they're not huge and they're not, but they are news. So we've got to use discernment, do what we can, believe what we want, and then just move on. Okay, I'm on my computer now.
I got a friend with me. Hi. Hi, friend.
Oh, what a beautiful horse.
And there's Mama.
Shetland ponies.
No, they're minis. They're real small. Like if I stand next to her, see how she's not real. Can't even. She comes up to my hip. See how short she is? Ow! You shithead just bit me. Friday just bit me. But I thought it was a girl. I thought the baby was a girl for like 3 weeks. But then I looked down below. Lo and behold, it's got a winky. That's no
Yeah,
girl,
I'm
right?
I'm pretty sure that ain't no winky.
No, it's muted. Oh, last time I saw him, I think it had knocked you on the ground in the mud, and
Yes. Come here, you.
standing on you.
Yeah, he's got a little overbite. He's so cute when we scratch him. He gets his little lips curling. Don't bite me. Crazy.
Oh,
Born without teeth, and then like a week later, now he's got 4 teeth. Oh, you got 4 teeth? Look at his little teeth. They're so cute, aren't they? Everything about this horse is so cute.
Yes.
I don't know if
Yeah.
he'll keep his blue eyes or not, but I just am like, wow, I'm so stunned by this horse.
Yeah, they're
It's
real cute till they
so fun.
bite the shit out of you, and then
It
they're not so
hurts
damn
when they
cute.
bite you, Shane.
I know that,
It
and then they're
hurts
not so
when they
damn
bite
cute.
you. He's like his
Like,
daddy. Yeah, he's like his daddy. His daddy's
And
really,
it's
he's
so
got a
hard
lot
to
of
break them from them.
Oh my gosh, it's such a
Sorry,
nice.
hon.
Look, you guys, I'm above the clouds over there. Can you see the clouds? Can't see, can you? You're bucking. Oh, he's gonna try to buck me. He just like turned around and bumping at me. Is he trying to buck me?
Hey, we're gonna get a live commercial of that guy that went flying.
Which one?
There was a video out. I don't know. This guy was being a jerk or something, I think, and the horse just turned around and sent
Really?
him sailing across the road.
Oh, how funny. And it was real, not a cartoon, right?
Yeah, it was real.
Like your
I
bite.
have physically watched a horse, full grown horse, probably
Yeah.
15 hands, turn around and he been around and ripped the damn rider off of his back
Oh
and
my
throwed him
gosh.
to the ground. And
Yeah.
I'm like, huh, probably been tired of being spurred. Maybe
Yeah.
you shouldn't spur them.
Spurs are nice.
Yeah,
I
we
didn't.
don't.
Friday agrees. Yeah, Spurs are bad.
Yeah, we never use spurs, but
No, I never use Spurs either. We'll never use Spurs. No, we'll never use
oh, I
Spurs.
miss the horses.
I know. I heard you say that the other day. That's why I figured if they got close, I'd come out and let you
Yeah.
see them. They do something. There's some kind of therapy for ladies, guys. We can't, and even some guys, there's therapy for. I've known men who
Yes.
absolutely love horses too, but ladies and girls, there's something about them. They're therapeutic. I literally got these big ones because we needed some therapy around here. We really did, you
They
know.
are. It's been proven with autistic kids. They are definitely therapeutic.
Yeah, unless they're biting the shit out of you, and then they're not so much.
Well, yeah,
Kick you! Don't you
and
dare
I
kick
don't
me!
know.
I
Do you
kicked
know
her.
how to stop that?
Do I know how to what?
Do you know how to stop them from biting?
I just grab his nose. Is there a trick? I haven't really had a horse from the beginning. No, I don't know how to do anything with a baby horse. We're lucky
I
he's
was just wondering.
11
My friend got one,
Yeah.
and he's full grown, and he'll be so lovable, and all of a sudden he will just grab your shoulder and clamp down.
Well, the daddy doesn't do that. I mean, he only recently just bit me on the top of my head, like a couple days ago, because I made him give me his hurt foot, and he didn't really want to give it to me, you know. And he didn't bite as hard as he could have, but he bit like he was letting me know. I said no, you know, and I was still
He
pinching
wasn't happy.
that back of his leg, you know, to make him pick it up and stuff. And so he bit me right on the head, but he doesn't typically. I mean, I guess he is always kind of whoring for treats like that, but it's not biting, you know. Now he's running around out there, he's just running and running. See him? He's getting his last hurrahs out for the
Yeah.
night. And but yeah, it makes me pretty happy. It's about the only good thing, you know. A good animal can do that for you. They can a good dog, a good cat. I gotta have a lot of animals. I've got a lot of itches, Dorinda. You know, I gotta have a lot of pets. Okay, I'm very needy. You see my husband when he's on with D-Dog last time, he told D-Dog, keep her busy. I looked at my husband, I'm like, that's D-Dog, you know. It's funny.
D-Dog jumped.
Yes, I know. Probably got an important phone call. I wanted to hang up. I wanted to get off the stream when I
Probably.
get off because I'm calling you, bro. Get off that chat stream. I'm more important right now. That's how I feel, truly. Right, Bonnie? Gotta be
I'm
first.
sorry. I was
We gotta be first, don't we?
first
That's
at what?
well, I was thinking of something else. We gotta be more important than just chatting. Like if you're doing business or you're, you know what I mean? Like if you're just schmoozing in a chat room, but you're trying to write an affidavit and you need your guy to help you, damn well better get off that chat room and help me with my affidavit. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yes.
that's got to be, important. It's important stuff. Oh, I guess it's time to go. Mama's walking down to the barn. She's like, okay, I'm done. This is my chore time. Usually. This is when I usually do chores. It's 8:30. What time did you
Oh,
start your stream tonight? 6:30?
I started at 8, so yeah, it would have been 6 your
Oh,
time.
yeah. Oh, 6 tonight.
It would have been 6 your time. I started at 8 here.
Okay, yeah.
There's 9 here.
Yeah.
Because that I felt would probably meet up with his time better. And
Whose time?
SNAFU, Scott.
Oh, yeah. That was a nice surprise, huh? Were you nervous?
Yes. Oh gosh, yes.
Of course you were. It's so nerve wracking, even if it's your friend and you're streaming, because you just don't know what they're going to say. Well, I'm nervous with my friends.
She was a nervous wreck.
Yes, I was.
She
And
was
you were
a mess.
babbling full, too.
I always
You got to
am.
get D-Dog on here. Oh, wait till D-Dog gets on here. Oh, you won't believe D-Dog. You need D-Dog. You pissed
Well,
off.
SNAFU
D-Dog.
actually told Shane to shut up.
I
No,
know.
yeah,
I
he
was
did.
there.
He
Had a
did.
little romance going with
Everybody likes to pick on Shane. That's fine. But no, he would
not me,
love.
Shane. I never pick on you, Shane.
Well, everybody else does, which I don't care.
You're kind of an open target friend, like me.
Yes, I am.
You're
I'm
kind
a,
of fair game, and so am I. So
I
you're
don't
more
Well, I
reserved than I am. What, Bonnie?
just really wanted SNAFU because he's in Texas. I watch his show, and I had some questions, and I knew that I couldn't ask him and get an answer without actually meeting him. And so tonight was when I met him,
Yeah,
like
that's great.
talking.
That's super cool.
And he sounds like he's going to come around more. So that's
great.
awesome.
Well, it was nice knowing you, Bonnie. It was really nice. Really
Yeah.
What
nice.
does that mean?
Small channel. I always like the small channels better. Ooh.
Hey,
Yep.
I'm still small.
No, you're gonna blow up and be all big time. Big time. I'm on my way. I'm making it big time. I'm making
No.
it. Yes, you are. You're gone already. Gone already.
Hey,
Bye,
Shane.
Bonnie. I love you. Bye, Bonnie. I love you.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Lisa's
Shane, we
back.
got about 30 minutes before the storms get to you. They're right on my doorstep right now.
Yeah, my lights keep flickering. So yes, I kind of figure they're coming this way, so I'm sure.
Yeah, the wind's blowing pretty hard up here also.
I hate that one.
And y'all are sending that down here from Friday till I see through Tuesday rain every day.
Well, I don't think we're sending it anywhere. I just think it's going to pass through and
Do
then
they
slow
blow
down when it hits
harder?
Texas.
Well, Shane is always saying they're either, I can't remember how he says it. He always either blames it on Kansas or Texas.
Okay.
So,
Kansas blows and
Wow,
Texas sucks.
wow,
We're stuck in the
wow.
middle, or in the winter, it's or in the summer. Texas is blowing and Kansas is sunning,
Violin
and I'm stuck in the middle. And
plays my
Bruce is just
little
north of me.
violin for you. Playing the
I know
saddest song.
T girl, and that's how I had to think of it, as he was just another guest, just like y'all coming up. He's human. He's I had
Oh,
to really talk myself into all that.
I remember
was
when
I'm
he was on Liberty Warrior, and I went in there to look at the comments afterwards, and some of his people were in there like, "What were you doing going on there and stuff?" And I was like, "What the heck?" I was all offended, Not anymore,
yeah.
but back then I was. I was like, "What's that?" But no, I think he's cool. You know me, I like to bop around all of them and just check them all out, right, and just see what they're up to. And
Yeah.
but
And
did
that's, I
you
don't know if you can see the comments. And that's when I was in Liberty Warrior, when he was up there, I kept addressing questions to him, but he didn't see them. I don't think he didn't answer any of them. And so I was like, so I understand. And Chuck, if you're listening, I am so sorry. I'm sorry that uh, you didn't
I
get
think
it answered what you wanted to.
I think I pissed him off. I tried to call him and he said he was on a Zoom or something and he'd call me back. So I think I'm the one that
Mm,
pissed him off. And even D Dog thought I was the one that pissed him off because you heard him say that. So I tried to call him and he said he'd call me back. So maybe I need to try to call him again because
yeah,
I want to make sure that he's okay because
yeah,
I like the shit out of Chuck. I don't want him to be upset with me. And if I did something wrong, I need to know.
yeah,
Well, when people are used to a certain way where it's an open chat usually every night, unless it's like announced, which it was announced. This is not going to be an open chat. Like that's why I switched to doing my mornings like that too, where I don't really do a chat as much. Sometimes I do, but it just, you know, I get less viewers. People more do want to chat, Bonnie, than actually learn about notices and affidavits, believe it or not. I mean, D
I
Dog
know.
said going in and hanging out with the gamers, the young kids, and that's great.
Yes.
I'd like to go figure out. I know that the mom and pops are where my footwork will be, and I can even do some emails and phone calls. But it shouldn't be too difficult. I know all this whole town. We all know what's
And
going.
did you know how encouraging that is? That these kid gamers are
I
listening
see.
to him and
Yes,
absorbing it, and they're like sponges. Just he is educating them, and that's
yeah,
the future. Those
yeah.
kids, they need to know all that
I see
because
you, Cindy. Yeah, they do. And even if he gets just one, right? And a lot of times you
right,
you don't know how many are actually soaking it in for later, not responding. It could be life changing, literally, down the road.
yep,
It's
yep,
amazing. So yeah, I think that's, and if you're not a person of grace, you can't do that. You can't hang out in rooms where people are, they're going to offend you at some point if you're a person who has no grace. Or it's like, oh, I have
Yeah.
grace up to this point, and then I don't have it anymore. They cross the line. Fuck them now. No more grace. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's not our Jesus. That's not how he works, right?
Right.
Like, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna take him down to prison. There's a time where you don't do grace in necessarily like it says, if you can live peaceably with all men, do not take a favor to court, right? Try to settle the matter out of court first. I mean, after so long, too late. Guys blew it.
Oh wow. Yep. You know,
I need
hmm,
rest.
amazing that can happen when we have a shortage, supposedly,
Is Lisa
of
Anderson
food.
still there? I wanted her to see her. I got her back right here. Dressed yet, and we made CBD a cheap way. Did I interrupt you in something, honey, or were you done? I wasn't sure. I'm sorry. Did
It
I
was just
interrupt you?
close. The Did you see the comment from Conservative Cowboy?
No, I interrupted you and I was not listening.
Blinken announces 275 million in new emergency food assistance for the Ukraine, and
Oh,
like we're not having any food shortages or anything like
right.
that.
Our
So
babies'
yeah,
formulas and everything. Yeah.
yeah, you know,
Oh, yeah. I did see there was a meme today. Linka Coloma shared it about what they did to the natives when they killed all the buffalo. Have you guys seen that meme around? We all know
no,
that history anyway. Shane's there in Oklahoma. Shoot, he could tell us all about all that stuff, I'm sure.
yeah,
Good and depressing stuff. It was probably on.
it is.
It's horrible. It's horrible. They
Yep,
did that. They did it with the buffalo, and then they've introduced smallpox, and then they also they've
yep,
done a lot of experiments on military people. It's just the history of the government. It's like no wonder people hate us sometimes.
yeah,
When you learn it, but it's like I had a military vet who kind of had this shame about having gone to Afghanistan, and I said, "Man," because they were going to buy their first home, and he was going to get it. I told him they could get a vet loan and stuff, and anyway, he just was really hung
all
up
right,
on
shift with you. Thank you.
having gone to war and not supporting that, and like didn't want to have his, like when I said thank you for serving, it was like he just seemed like he was.
I want to
Yeah,
Yeah,
interject here for a second, if y'all don't
please,
mind,
please do.
and I want to address a
Save me.
chat. T girl, yes, you are probably right, but
Good night, Chief.
am I up? Okay, yeah. When I called him, there was conditions, so I had to be very specific of what we could do. And so, yes, I probably made somebody mad, and that's why I need to talk to him because I don't mean to make somebody mad. It's just I have, when I bring somebody up, it's we have to go by their not rules. Don't get me wrong, because
or
they're on Bonnie
guidelines.
Station. Yeah, but they have requests and they have you know things that they will and will not do. Not saying they're not going to deny anybody, but that's just what I had put in front of me. So that's what I was going by. So yes, T girl, I try to be nice to everybody. But yes, I have guidelines too when I bring somebody up. So I apologize, and that's why I need to talk to Chuck because I know he's mad at me. I know it was me, And I'm not going to deny that, and I'm not going to try to hide it. He's upset with me.
Hey, I was mad too. Okay, I have a SNAFU T-shirt with the squiggly line, and I had a question or two. I could be madder than Chuck. Okay, you want to go there?
Lisa,
Go there.
um,
I'm just
Lisa,
kidding. I
I
don't.
think
I'm
you're.
totally kidding,
I'll
Shane.
address it, Shane. Lisa.
I'm just messing with y'all.
I know, hon.
Lisa.
Uh, this guest, I asked for him, but um, Shane arranged it, and I knew that
knew
they
it.
had talked, and so I had to follow Shane's lead because I was not sure how it was going to go, and I just knew that I had questions that had written down that I wanted to ask, is why I invited SNAFU to come to my channel, because he is Texas and he is in a big city where he sees a lot more going on than I do. So
And I've got one more thing I want to add to that, Lisa. I think you're out of line. If I'm stepping on Bonnie's toes, she will let me know and she will tell me. She's very blunt with me. Me and her have been talking for a long time. And I apologize you feel that way. And you got to remember, I will give everything I have to Bonnie if that's what she wants. But I will. You're. I feel you're out of line, Lisa. I really do, and I apologize.
Record that with your phone later, Bonnie. That was some gold right there. He will give you.
She knows I will. She knows I will. I mean, we talk all the time. We talk most all day. And then after the show, we talk till 2, 3, 4.
We know about your late night pillow talk. We don't need 7 p.m. night.
And we talk.
Oh my goodness.
We talk from 2
We
o'clock in
can
the
imagine it
afternoon
all.
till.
Okay. Yes, I know. I have it all in my head. It's probably some sexting going. No, just kidding, Bonnie.
Yes.
Just change. Shut up. Just kidding. It was a joke.
Oh my goodness.
Well, Bonnie
This
puts
is
up with
not
all
pick
of
on Shane night.
Bonnie puts up with all of us, Lisa. That's why I'm here. Only my friends that have grace will be my friend. And I thank her for being that kind of person, you know, and she doesn't typically chime in with you know, smack talking people or anything. I never even seen her do that. I just
No, I like it that I want everyone to be able to have a voice, have some fun, whatever they're wanting to do here, and if they want to come up on panel and everything has been smooth before, then okay. Deanna, I love you. You know, you're talking and the way you talk, that's you, and so it doesn't bother me. Um, I guess I'm more accepting of people, or more, I don't know. Things don't bother me as bad as they seem to others. And so I just try to, I mean, I pray. I pray over this channel. I pray over everyone in it. And I pray that the evil stays away. I block that, rebuke it any way I can, but sometimes it slips through. But my guests are I value all of y'all, the guests on panel, the ones in chat, everything. And I was even asked, because last night I don't know what happened.
Did you forget that I have my hedgehog here?
No,
Well, you're making it super cold. It's 72 degrees in here.
I have to go look at a sunset. I'll take you with me. Oops, shoot.
Okay, Shannon. I'm sorry. Daughter interrupted me.
I like hearing kids. I love it.
No, she's griping that the air conditioner is 1 degree too low for her hedgehog. Well,
Damn, Mom, get it together, Mom. There's an
where was
airplane.
I at?
You have more grace. Well, you have more tolerance for people. I think that other people don't have, right? Oh yeah, that is pretty.
That's
Guys,
and
that's a
that's
California sunset for you.
oh, that's right. I was.
No,
That is beautiful. I
That's
was asked
gorgeous.
a question because I don't know what happened last night. I have no clue. I think YouTube laid one on me, but that is gorgeous.
yes, that is.
Okay,
pretty
that's the
nice.
only thing I've seen really beautiful about California. Your home and looking out off of that view.
Yeah, it's pretty beautiful. You would be surprised. We only paid 300 grand for our land back in '03.
Wow.
And really, we paid like 400 because we borrowed 100 grand right away. But anyway, Bonnie, it's like pain tolerance. Some people have a higher pain tolerance threshold, right? And I think it's the same with some people have a short fuse. I don't. There's no denial. If you know Chuck, he's got a shorter fuse than most of us.
Well, we kind of all do right now. There's a lot of frustration and
Yeah, but
reasonably so. But we just have to, I mean, stand in the faith. It's for real. It's compassion. It's um oh my goodness. I don't know. I mean, I was asked last night after seeing I do absolutely do not know how there was 3,000 views last night. I was just like something happened. Something really weird happened.
your show did.
And yes, and I have no clue how it happened, what happened, nothing.
You have no idea at
But
all.
no. And so someone asked me, so what would you what are you going to change if you get big? And I said I never wanted to even get big. I never really wanted to have a channel. And here I am because y'all are my friends. I know we're in a computer, but I think of all of y'all as my friends. And so my answer was I'm not changing a thing. I have no desire to change anything.
Yeah. I
You
like
know,
T-Girl. I like what T-Girl said. Boyfriends overrule anyone. That's
And I'd
funny.
like to, yeah, I'd like to address that.
well,
He's
T
right.
girl,
He's right
thank you.
about that.
T girl, thank you for clarifying that. I appreciate it. I've always appreciated everything you've ever said. So thank you for clarifying that. And it's not me and
and yes,
Bonnie,
I do.
it's Bonnie's
I'm
channel.
sorry, dear.
She just allows me to be
Run
part
it.
of it occasionally.
Your mouth.
Well, yeah, I've always done that, and you know that.
Well,
Shane is very verbal. Shane's got a
you're
lot to
pretty
say.
tolerable. You're not too bad.
And I'm not much of a talker. I mean, sometimes, well, you get me wound up and I don't shut up. But
Yeah, hello.
mostly I'm do what?
I said, yeah, hello. This is true. You are quiet.
And so, yes, I feel comfortable having Shane beside me. Um, you know, if you don't have a channel and you're not doing this every night, it's exhausting for one, and sometimes it can be really nerve wracking. because you know that you have people out there that are wanting to tear you down, and you know that you have um, it, it all comes down to there is no way to please everyone. And maybe that's why there's so many different channels, because and and but we need that also, because each person has something to bring to the table. And this is just like a hangout to just relax, try to keep it clean. I, if it goes AWOL sometimes, well, oh well, it happened. Um, that's how you learn, is by trial and error. And
Bonnie, when are your t-shirts coming
what?
when are your
When and
t-shirts
what?
coming out? When are your t-shirts coming out? Bonnie's. Kick back and stay a while with the cowboy hat, you know?
I'm not gonna have any merch. Nope.
Right? I know, and
I
that's the thing that really should be the first cue for people, in that,
yes,
you're really just trying to provide a place for people to speak and share their stories. I think a lot of people saw that with me, and with, the after show that I was
yes,
on, and just like being able to was so much, that was therapeutic for me, to know there were people that would actually listen and care. And it does matter. It matters a lot, sometimes it matters more to the stranger that you never actually see watching you,
yes. And
so
yeah, I mean, they're asking me about my mom. Y'all know
yeah.
that I'm going through all that and trying to pack and sell and move and have something
feel like
out
your
there.
mom
And
I feel like your mom likes the hospital. Like, she enjoys.
yeah, I
Do you
know.
enjoy going there, or is that just me? Because the last
No, she
couple of times,
does.
it's like, mom's been in the. Oh, she's fine. She's out again. I'm like, oh, okay. She's one of those. She's like, I'm just gonna go to the hospital, you know. But I mean, she
No,
probably has some real
she's
symptoms that
not
cause.
totally fine. They made that trip to Wisconsin, and uh, something was wrong with the travel trailer that they were not able to take it. And so my brother flew in and drove them to Wisconsin so that my stepfather could see his family one last time, is basically what it was.
Yeah.
And so in doing that, they were staying in motels and they were eating out every meal
Oh
and
yeah.
sitting a lot in the truck. And so when they got back, my mother was her feet and ankles were so swollen. I've never seen her like that.
Oh
And
boy.
so for I guess a week, I had been trying to get her to go in because I knew what that means. And so she finally went in Monday, and they were giving her IVs of Lasix to try and get all that fluid off of her.
Oh, she
And
diabetic?
I'm sorry,
Is she diabetic?
no, she is
Oh,
not diabetic,
okay.
but um, she retains fluids.
Right.
Heart problems run in my family, and she has a defib pacemaker.
Oh,
Her
dang.
heart stopped a few years ago, and so she got that. Um,
Amazing.
her
That's amazing,
arteries are
isn't
clear.
it? It's like, yeah, and I got this pacemaker and I'm
Yeah,
still living. It's just like,
yes,
just
she just keeps
amazing.
on going, and
Wow.
yes, she will be 82 the 24th of this month, and
Awesome. Awesome.
she just keeps on going. But at the
Yeah.
same time, because they were eating takeout meals the whole
Oh,
time, and
yeah.
so I'm sure that had a lot to do with it. And so the thing she likes about the hospital is she gets 3 meals that are cooked, and that's that's what I need to be out there for, especially now.
Yeah.
I'm letting her just get adjusted to being home again and resting, but tomorrow I'm going to ask her, is there a strict diet? What do I need to do? And so um, to see if I need to do anything like that, I really need to make a long trip to San Antonio and take care of some business there, and I need to help my mother with a lot of business that she needs to take care of. So that's what I said. Um,
Mhm.
I was used to being on every night, but it could be more sporadic now that
Sure.
all of this is going on.
Well, of
And
course. Everyone probably expects that, honey. And you got Gigi. You guys alternate and help each other a lot, and there's lots of other channels that are that are doing streaming. But
yes, that are
when
up and running. And
yeah, when I need a
yes,
break, I don't even trip at all.
hey, Jeremy.
I just take my break. Right, Jeremy? Hi,
Yeah.
Jeremy. And
Mhm.
everybody I saw he had to get couldn't do one the other night, and it's nice when you have a community page and you can do that. Boo hoo me!
Yes,
I'll never have one. I don't care, whatever.
yes,
But and it's very thoughtful because of course he feels the same need to keep the bar open and keep it running, but you have to take care of your own mental health. You cannot do this. This looks like nothing, and it is very exhausting. I won't
it
even do a
is.
night show. I mean, I have, my friend wants to do the show with me. She wants to start doing one in the evening, and it's a good thing because I wouldn't want to do it without a co-host. And I don't even do chat in the morning really because I need to share for Humboldt. And if I am
Well,
building
even if you
a
do chat,
chat,
you can't see me.
what's that?
Even when you do chat, you can't see me anyway. So
And that
I just
is
sit there and blab.
no, I look at my phone. I gotta fix that. I don't know what the deal is with it. I think what I'm gonna do is literally uninstall Restream. I have to, and sometimes that's what you have to do. Sometimes you have to uninstall the app.
Mm.
That's sure what you got to do with a website when you're building a website with a store, WooCommerce. They'll say go deactivate all your other plugins except for WooCommerce.
Oh wow.
And then so it's no big deal because they're all still there, and all you have to do is after you fix your thing, you go back in and just activate it again. But that store's taking
Yeah.
me forever. I'm so close to getting it ready. I want to launch. We're gonna have all of our products, I think, ready. I'll probably run out of labels tomorrow when I go to print them because all the jars are. She made both batches herself, and she made the crazy healing lips, and she needs to start making money. We both need to start making money, but we made mostly all samples.
I
So we could get
I think
samples away.
Dorinda's run
I
raising her hand.
yes, she's
Dorinda
she's doing
is.
yeah,
Well,
she's
she
doing the
wants to do
Yes.
Canadian.
something.
She's
You
doing the
look
That's
like
the
a
Canadian.
Canadian
Canadian
thing.
cigarette to me. What the hell is this? This is not a
It's
freaking
It's the Canadian thing. Instead of the finger,
Oh,
it's
fuck
Canadian.
me, a Canadian
Don't
thing.
ask. It's a G thing. God help me. Anyway, you guys, I love you all, but I'm getting really, really tired, so I'm going to.
Boo! I'm that
All
boring. I'm
right,
trying to be a
Dorinda.
Canadian.
Thank
I
you for
watch the
coming
rest
up.
tomorrow, and I will see you. If Bonnie comes
Love you,
on
ladies.
tomorrow, I
Good
will see
night.
you tomorrow night.
Bye.
Love ya.
Okay. Love
Love
you.
you.
Good night.
Good night.
Well, I'm probably going to go ahead and close it up. It's been 3 hours, and I still need to fix my supper.
Bonnie, hey, did you ever change your password? I just wanted to know. When those bratty kids don't
Uh,
help you pack and move, did you ever threaten to change that Wi-Fi password yet? Have you done that yet?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Bonnie,
Um,
I'm gonna text you, Bonnie. The next time your kids don't help you,
let me tell
cat
you something.
team. But
That the only one that's living here is my 20-year-old granddaughter now,
yeah.
and but she has spent the last 2 nights at my mother's with my stepfather, so he would not be alone. And I
Oh,
stayed here and babysat baby girl. So I'm
hmm.
sure that was really hard on her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Lots of
you know,
sacrifices, but that's what you do for your family. And I'll be keeping
yes,
Mama in the prayers and the moving and all you people. Everyone's
thank
going through
you,
it. You know, everybody's
appreciate
seems
that.
like they're either moving or they're someone's dying or someone died. You know, it's like really
Oh, I know, and that's
time.
why we need to all be here together for each other, lift
Yeah.
each other up. That's it. That I
Hmm.
said that a long time ago. Each
Hmm.
person in chat, on the
Yeah.
panel, wherever they, it's like they are these little shining lights. I see them just boosting people and
Hmm.
prayers and everything. It's we need that.
Yeah.
We're a
Yeah.
community, whether we like it or not. We are a community. We need to have figure out how to all get along and keep everybody going.
Yeah. Your titles are always good. It kind of keeps the focus, you know. I appreciate you, Bonnie. I'm going to bounce so you can get off. I won't be the one to keep you here. Love
Okay,
you, lady.
I
Thank
enjoyed talking to you. Love
you.
you.
Love you. Bye. Love you,
You take
Shane and Bruce.
care.
Thank you, guys. Bye bye.
Give that horse a kiss for me.
Oh, I know. You ever come through California, Bonnie? You know, you come stay with me, honey.
Yeah, well,
We'll see, right?
same thing. Yep.
All right.
Let me know
Bye,
if you're
guys.
ever in Texas.
Oh, yeah. I
Bye
sure
bye.
will. Bye, chat. Love y'all.
Bye.
All right. Sorry, Bruce.
That's okay, no problem. I was just kind of laying there listening, and it's going to tell Shane severe thunderstorm watch or warning till 11:30 or so down there. It's going about 50 miles an hour across.
No,
Wow.
we've got some hellacious winds and some.
Yeah,
It's coming across pretty good right now. So
yeah. About 10 minutes ago, they put you under a warning down there. They put me under one about 10, 15 minutes before that. So it ain't going to last long. So,
no, no, it's just a short little spurt.
yeah. But
Thank
anyway,
you, Patrick.
I'm going to say good
Good
night to
night.
all you fine folks. And love y'all, chat, everybody, and thanks for letting me have another shot, Bonnie. I appreciate it, everything,
No problem. Appreciate you.
and love you guys, and God bless, and you guys take care and have a wonderful evening. What's left of it.
You too, Bruce. Thank
Thank
you.
you,
God
Bruce.
bless you.
Okay, see you tomorrow night if you're on. If I'm around and able, I had a good day today. Hardly any dizzy going on today. I'm celebrating basically.
Oh, good.
Good.
Good to hear.
Day by day, though, that's just it.
Yep, that's all we can
Yep.
do, Bruce.
That's
Me and you
Yeah.
both know that.
Oh yeah.
every one of us.
But anyway, you guys have a good night. Need something, holler at me, Shane. We'll see what we can do.
All right, man. I appreciate you very much.
Okay, have a good night, guys. Love you all and God bless. Have a good evening.
Good night, Bruce. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Oh, I am so sorry to hear that, T girl. Northern Girls Hobbies. Mom passed. I'll add her to my list of prayers tonight. Well, y'all all have a good evening. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I appreciate y'all. Hope to see you tomorrow night. Love you. God bless you. Good night.